Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Art Whisperer 88. Today, I'm going to do a tribute to the American artist Cy Twombly, who is famous for his, I would say, rather difficult art. He does a lot of scribbles and very cryptic messages in his paintings, often criticized by many as, the saying, my 2-year-old could do that. But he's made his mark in American art history, and since I'm very fond of scribbles, I might as well do a tribute to his work. I'm going to use my Sharpie. He usually uses crayon or colored pencils, but since this is a gel plate, I think a Sharpie would be much kinder to the surface. So I'm going to go ahead and do my scribbles. It's a little challenging to write quickly on a gel plate because it's very flexible. It's like writing on a piece of gelatin. So I'm not trying to make these circles perfect because it's really hard to do. So I'm just doing it as best I can. Okay. So I got my scribble fix. Now, the advantage of using a Sharpie is there's little or no wait time. And I will do several zones of color. This is unbleached titanium for the top. And then I will do a very bright cadmium yellow for the middle. And then this is a caramel by Lucas. So I will start with the caramel on the bottom. And then the brighter yellow in the middle. And then the unbleached titanium on top. Now I hope this will not dry on me. Because these white paints are notorious for drying quickly, and I think if I work quickly enough, I can spread the paint evenly. Okay. Again, this is my Fabriano Artistico. And since I'm trying to pick up the scribble marks on the preliminary layer, I'm going to leave this on for about 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to wash this out while it's still wet. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. Let's see how the scribbles will work out. I think they pretty much transferred, and the paper is really sticking to the plate aggressively. Okay, pretty cool. The only thing is, since I am right-handed and this is a print, the scribbles go in the reverse direction. But that's okay. That's the nature of printmaking. So this gets air dried and I will come back and contemplate the next step. So don't go away. Okay, here we are at the next step. I went through my box of paper scraps and I assembled some collage elements. Now these are the papers that I've offloaded my brayer, and I think they will work like this. So let me get started and start mounting. So I thought this would be a nice counterpoint to the scribbles, which are all over the print. Okay. So what I'm doing is taking an idea from one artist and superimposing my own marks on top of it and reinterpreting it. So I think that that's a good practice rather than to copy somebody's work. Whether you admire it or not, I think it's best to always reinterpret it on your own terms. So this gets air dried, and I'm thinking of putting a second layer of color on top. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think the collage has dried by now. I find this a little harsh in terms of value, and I'm going to apply a thin, transparent layer of white to soften the overall effect. So I made a mix of white and some transparent medium and some water, and I will see what the effect is going to be. Again, this is an experiment. I'm not quite sure what the outcome is going to be, but I'm willing to give it a try because I won't know until I do it. Okay, I'm going to add my own marks. So here is the print with the collage. Okay. I'm trying to apply an even pressure because the paper has buckled a little bit because of the water content. Okay, Back in a few minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. Let's see how this experiment goes. It does soften the harshness. Gives it a mysterious look, like it's been painted over. Reminds me of those posters on the subway walls that get painted over and torn down and painted over. So I'm gonna let this air dry and then decide on the next step. Okay, I've decided to enlist the help of my reusable stencils. These are really very reliable and they never fail. Unless I screw up, of course. Now, I'm just, instead of using a cheat sheet, I'm just using my kind of eyeballing because I want to expose certain areas and I want to hide others. So while this is drying, I will, I added some more white to make this more opaque. And I'm just going to help it along with my brush, since my brush is already wet. And place the paint where it should go. Okay. Now it's going on a bit heavy because I want this to be opaque. It won't be 100% opaque, but it's going to hide certain areas. Then I'm going to do some texture with the heel of the brayer. Okay. So this way I'm hoping with the marks and the stencils I reinterpret Cy Twombly's work and make it my own. So here is the print with the second layer. And here goes the third layer. Okay. Now hopefully this will be the last layer because I think this particular design doesn't need to be very elaborate. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. Let's see what we got here. I like this. It's pretty cool. I was unsure of it at first, but now that it has a white opaque layer, I like it. So I'll air dry this again and then recap. This might make an interesting ghost print. Let's see. Let me try phthalo blue. And bright red for the bottom. It just occurred to me this is a red, white, and blue. It's a very patriotic color scheme. Okay, this has been almost 20 minutes. Let's see how this turns out. I think it picked up the ghost print pretty well. Okay. That was quite an aggressive tack of the paper. This is very cool. So this gets to be air dried, and I'll decide on the next step. Okay, I'm back. I think I found a very good use for these cutouts from the cheat sheet. They do look like gold leaf or silver leaf, so I think they'd make an attractive addition to this print. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount these. I think it's an effective element. Now, since these plastic sheets are so thin, they do mount very well. That's the advantage. The disadvantage is they were very difficult to handle and control on the plate. But as a mounting element, they work very well. There we go. I think that makes a nice composition. Okay, everybody. This has dried very nicely, and I kind of like it. I like the fact that it's very understated. There's a lot of activity going on behind this kind of smoky veil of white. I think it's effective. So this is my tribute to Twombly, And here is the ghost print with the collage. Now I'm happy that the pieces that were cut from the cheat sheet are effective as collage elements. They do look like gold leaf, and kind of balances out the composition, gives it some movement and layers. Let me give you a close-up. There's some interesting textures made by the ghost print. That's ghost print number 2. And again, this is the first print, homage to Twombly. Here's a close-up. I hope you liked this video. This was purely experimental, and it was fun to do. And thank you again for subscribing and watching, and for all you very kind viewers who have contributed to my PayPal account. I deeply appreciate it to keep this channel going. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.